Hi, I'm Brian.
I'm Carolyn, and this is Boston, Massachusetts. We are at Fenway Park today. This is the oldest active ballpark in Major League Baseball since 1912. It's been the home of the Boston Red Sox. We're going to go take a tour today. We're walking over to Gate D, and we're going to take you along.
They had red socks, and the newspaper started calling us the Boston Red Stockings, but that's really long. So we shortened it to Sox, and we have been the Red Sox ever since. Our first game on April 20th, 1912. I don't even know what historic event happened just 5 days earlier, April 15th, 1912.
Titanic.
The Titanic, yes, the Titanic sank the same week we opened here at Fenway, but we said, game's gotta go on. We play at Fenway, we go on and we win the World Series. All right, we are on a roll. We win it again in 1915. We win it again in 1916. We win it again in 1918. We win it again in 2004. Curse, if you will. Curse the Bambino. We know who that is? Babe Ruth. Yes. So we picked Babe Ruth up from the minor leagues in Baltimore in 1914, and he was a pitcher. And he was a really good pitcher. But during World War I, a lot of players got drafted, so pitchers had to start playing in the outfield, and they had to start hitting, and it turned out he was really good at that, too. As I mentioned earlier, those 5 seats around us have always been around us, so we cannot expand out, we can only go up. These are the oldest seats in all of baseball, the only remaining wooden seats in all of baseball. They are 90 years old. So historic. 1934, when these seats were added, Babe Ruth was still playing. You were sitting in Green Monster. Okay? Alright? 1, 2, 3.
Green Monster.
That's wicked awesome. Yeah. So when they put these seats up here, though, they didn't know if anyone was going to want to sit up here. People thought it was crazy to put seats on top of the Monster. 3 when these tickets went on sale. 269 seats up here, 81 home games, almost 22,000 tickets went on sale that day and sold out in 72 minutes.
Wow.
So it is safe to say they have not been $50 since.
What are you doing?
You know what's great about this? No, you know what's great about this is every seat, it's like a great view of the field. Like you seem like you're on top of it or you're close to it, whereas you go to other places and you seem so far away from the field and the players. It's amazing.
Like a broken record, walking over and over again.
Swinging a ground ball, stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first, and the Boston Red Sox are the world champions. For the first time in 86 years, the Red Sox have won baseball's world championship. Can you believe it?
You will see one seat that's not like the others.
I know this is the guy.
It's red. That is the site of the longest home run hit inside of Fenway Park. View him. They ask him, where'd the ball go, Joe? He says, I lost interest in that ball as soon as it hit me in the head. That ball rolled off, someone else picked it up, went home with it, have no idea what they have, because that ball is lost to history. We have not seen it since. But Joe says, enough of your questions. I have one of my own. How far away from home plate do you have to sit to be safe in this park? Wasn't really looking for an answer, but we do have one. It is 503 feet, the row behind him, because that ball traveled 502 feet, and no one has hit it as far since. You can sit in that seat, costs the same as any other seat, just a bleacher seat, not a season ticket holder seat. It is the most popular seat in Fenway, though, so may not recommend sitting in it, honestly, because a lot of people come to Fenway, they know about that red seat, and they want a picture of the red seat, but they don't want a picture of you sitting in the red seat. You'll be the most popular person in Fenway.
So I thought that was really interesting and cool. A lot of history, a lot of like Boston only stuff, so you felt like you're in Boston. You know, I thought it was really interesting. I would recommend, what we kind of got lucky, I didn't do it on purpose, there's a game this evening. They're playing, what was it, the Blue Jays?
Yes.
And it's cool because you could, like, they have the hot dogs going and the popcorn going, and it feels like you're at a ballpark, even though you're just at the tour. It was really cool.
It's a really cool ballpark. I've been to Wrigley Field before, so it has that old feel ballpark, which I love. But it's definitely unique compared to Wrigley with the green monster and
Pesky pole.
yeah. And I like the fact that it's also like kind of in the city, kind of how
Totally,
Wrigley.
yeah. You're just, even when you walk outside, you're like in the middle of the city. It's very different. I mean, my only frame of reference is Philly Stadium. And I don't know, it's just so much more, it's just smaller, more intimate. You just, like, when we walked past home field, it was right there. I never felt that at Citizens Bank Park. So really cool, would definitely recommend if you ever come to Boston. So we didn't tell you, we took the MBTA, it's the public trans rail. We parked in Riverside. It was a huge lot, good for any size RV.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was $6 for the day to park, and it was about like a 30-minute, maybe not even, ride into the city. Super convenient, super easy.
$2.40.
Oh yeah, cheap. $2.40 per person. And so we're walking back to the Fenway station, which will take us obviously back to Dorothy, and then we are going to get something very Bostonian for lunch. So we're riding the Green Line, which is actually the oldest commuter rail line in the country. It was established in 1897, I think, which is crazy. And another fun fact that I didn't know is that Boston has more pedestrian commuters than any other city in the country. I didn't know that either, I would think. But join us on this adventure. We are going to be visiting all of the lower 48 states while full-time RV living in our 19-foot Thomas school bus turned RV. Videos will come out every Wednesday and Saturday. Can't come to Boston without getting Boston Clam Chowder, and I found a super budget friendly option, kind of secretly hidden in an industrial park right outside right outside of like the Boston limits, city limits. So we're gonna head there now.
Destination is on your right. Chowder Factory. Arrived.
Why don't you just go across the street? So this is Boston Chowder Company, which is in Quincy Market. They charge a fortune for Boston Clam Chowder. They actually don't even make it. Chowder Factory makes it. It's in this industrial park here in Lowell. So we're popping in to grab it. Alright, so here's the lobster biscuit. And then here's the Clam Chowder. Oh, they have macaroni and cheese, and we might have some in there.
A lot of potatoes.
Well, I gave you more of the chunky part.
Oh.
Okay, I don't want to be recorded. Is it hot enough, first of all?
Yep. I don't know.
What do you think?
It's good.
It's not great?
No, it's good. I'm more of a lobster bisque than a clam chowder kind of a guy, but I think it's good.
All right. Like,
subscribe.
See you down the road.